Yo, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Tropical Thunder, and today I have a brand new video for you guys. I know it's been a long time. It's been 7 months since I've last uploaded any videos. I just had more time on my hands to upload this video, and it's something that I want to share to everyone because it's something new and it's something different. I would not call it a glitch, but you're basically using the mechanics of the game to do this, and it's a low horsepower build that basically you're using simulation damage that's gonna wear out your tires, and you're gonna set it to 100. No, you're not gonna set it, but you're gonna make it to 100% so that the wear is at 100%, and that basically makes your tires have very little, you can just see very little grip, and it's basically to feel like you're drifting on ice, but it's new and it's different, and I kind of like it. The only thing is that you're gonna be very slow, not very slow, but slow compared to others, and it kind of fits that low horsepower build. You don't need much horsepower to do this, and it's just something new, and I hope everyone does this, especially if you're using a wheel, because you're gonna have more precise control. People on controllers, you could also try this, but you're gonna see that it's very difficult. So we're just gonna straight get into the upgrades. I'm gonna have a set, like not limit, but like a range of the horsepower that you guys can run, but you guys can pretty much run whatever you want. The tire compound is gonna be stock, very important. The width of your tires on both front and rear are gonna be the lowest you could probably be on whatever car you guys are running. Basically, because you don't want that much contact between the ground and your the ground and your the ground and your.
Have you ever had a dream that you do
Tires, so you can be able to do this type of technique. Your rim style and the size of your rims do not really matter. Perfectly choose whatever is the lightest. We're not gonna engine swap it. We're gonna keep it stock, and obviously drivetrain and the Rocket Bunny kit is gonna be on this build. Tire is very important. You're gonna see that. The reason why you want to run stock is because you obviously don't want that grip, and the lowest tire compound is because you don't want it to or width of your compound is because you don't want it to have a lot of contact. So everything on the drivetrain is going to be raced. You're going to see that, and then everything on the platform and handling is also going to be raced if you're going to follow this build. As far as engine, I'm going to try to you're gonna see, you can copy my build, but you can pretty much do whatever you want. I pretty much set everything at sport, and some of them are race. Like intake is race, fuel is sport, ignition is sport, exhaust is race, and camshaft I would really like you guys to keep it stock, but if you guys want to do race, then that's fine. The reason is because I found it better if the RPM limit is not broad. It's very small, because you don't want I just don't like it broad for this particular reason. The valves, we're gonna try to keep it at sport. Displacement sport, pistons are sport, and the turbo is stock because I just don't want that extra weight, but you can do race turbos if you want. Also with intercooler, I don't want that extra weight, so I kept it stock, and the same thing with stock and oil cooling. Flywheel is going to be race, obviously, and my horsepower is going to be 299, the torque is 299, and the weight is 2,105. For this build, you just want to be very light. Your horsepower should be around 325, and that's probably the highest I would prefer, and the lowest is probably 275. I could even go as low as 250, but anything below that, it's kind of hard. But those are like what I recommend. You could obviously go like 1,000 horsepower for this build if you want, but you're gonna see that it's not very fun. Like you're not gonna have fun with it. and you're basically going to be spinning out every single time, especially when you're at like 100% tire wear for your tires. So we're gonna back out of this, and very important, if you haven't done so, go to difficulty on your guys's menu and switch to simulation damage, and that's gonna make it so that for you guys to obviously do this type of like a technique, and then after that you're going to you're gonna press down on your steering wheel D-pad, but I don't know what it is for the controller, what it is, but it like pops up this menu that you guys are gonna use, or that you guys are gonna refer to. But if you press down on the D-pad, you're gonna see this menu pretty much, and you're gonna go all the way to tires, and you're gonna see it's gonna have a category. It's called wear, and all of the wear on all 4 tires right now is at 0%. But you're gonna see that if you do burnouts, or if you try to drift the car, basically your wear is gonna go up, right? And this is what pros in like real life do. They try to wear out their tires a little bit, try to increase the pressure. They try to heat up their tires, and you're gonna, for this build, for this technique to work, you're gonna have to set it. You don't have to set it. You could have a range of what you kind of want it to be at, but for the purpose of this video, we're gonna do it at 100%. Right now it's at 2%, and it doesn't go up very fast. I hope it did, but you're gonna see that it doesn't go up very fast for this car. If you actually run more horsepower, then you're pretty much gonna run it. If you do burnouts, the tire wear is gonna go really fast. But occasionally I'm gonna stop throughout the video. I'm gonna fast forward it on a lot of the time that I'm drifting, because I don't think you guys want to watch me drift awfully at this game and wait for it to be at 100%. So occasionally, at times, I'm gonna fast forward the video, and then occasionally I'm gonna check my tire wear, and we're going to wait until pretty much it's at 100%. You're gonna see that you kind of only want your rear wheel tires to be wearing out, but you can't when you're running simulation damage. You're gonna see that no matter what, your front tires also have some type of wear on them, and technically you want to have it between 10 to 30% tire wear on your front. But because you're gonna see, once you hit like 40, I think the 40s, around the 40s is how much I've gotten, and once you hit around the 40s, it's pretty much like you're drifting on ice. Like you won't have any grip, and you're gonna be spinning out a little bit more often, but not that much. We're pretty much gonna check how. Oh, there it is. So our tire wear is at 27.9% on our left, and around 28 in our right side of the rear tires. So it's our first checkpoint. We're gonna just try. I thought it was gonna be more than this, but I guess not. It takes a while for the back 2 of your tires to be at 100%. But no, Anna, I don't want to do my bucket list challenge
to complete
please,
nearby. Would you like me to set a route there
But
for you?
let's go on to 100%. So something I should note, I don't know if you guys are gonna see this, or if you guys are gonna probably notice, but I feel like if the more you wear out your tires, basically less contact with the ground, and so I feel like I'm getting a little bit more angle. Maybe that's just me, but if you guys don't see it, then you guys don't see it, but I kind of do, and I feel like I do get a little bit more angle. I could hold out, definitely I could hold out that angle a little bit more, and like I can let off the throttle, and I know my car will still go sideways. Oh, you guys, something I forgot to add is a question that you guys might be asking is what tune do I run? And the tune basically, it kind of doesn't matter run whatever you would run for whatever build that you're already running, because honestly tune for everyone is different. I don't my tune isn't really, it's not crazy or anything like that. The only crazy thing that I probably run is like around 4 degrees of on the alignment. It's like the camber is like at -4 or something like that. But that's pretty much it. That's and my rear is like, my rear alignment is at close to 0, like 0.1, actually -0.1 to for the rear what is it called, for the rear camber, that's what it's called. And that's pretty much it. Like I don't really run anything like super crazy or anything like that. Whatever drift build you were using or for tune wise, just use that or use someone else's tune. There's nothing really special about it, except for that, except for the alignment. Try to think. You kind of want to set your gearing to drift around 2nd gear. You can drift around 3rd gear, but I've tried 3rd gear and it's not. I found myself spinning out more when I was in 3rd gear, and it's very hard for the car, since it's a low horsepower build. It's very hard for the car to get back into that. I don't know what it's called, but it's like that sweet spot where it's not redlining it, but it's trying to keep the tires spinning basically, and it's not trying to grip up your tires. So I felt that keeping it around 2nd gear kept the car drifting, and when I kept drifting around 3rd gear, especially for this car in particular, I felt like I was gripping up more, and I was, if I wasn't gripping up, then I was spinning out, basically. So whatever you guys want to run, whatever tuning you want to run, whatever you've been running before, just keep it to what it is. There's nothing special that I do with my tune. Okay, I think we are almost there. So we are at 99.3% on the left side and 100% wear on the right side of the rear wheel tire. So we're almost there. I could probably do a burnout right now and I could get this to 100%. But so I think it takes around, I want to say 10 minutes to wear out your tires. Specifically for this car. At the width it's running at stock compound, it took around 10 minutes for it to be at a complete 100%. And I did a couple laps, or I did a lot of laps actually, around the parking lot for this to basically wear out. You can do burnouts, but the thing about it is that you kind of want the front tires to also have some type of wear on them. You don't want them to be at 0%, because then you want to take off a little bit of that grip in order for you guys to do this, in order for this to work like perfectly. I found that around 15% or like 20% on the front wheel is like perfect for this to work, and obviously 100% for the rear wheel tires for this to work also. But you're gonna find that you guys are gonna be spinning out a lot, especially if you're not used to this. It's your first time ever trying this out. But if you actually take the time to learn this and figure it out and try to practice and put in a little bit of practice into this, oh my gosh, it's turning dark. It's getting dark. It's gonna make the video horrible. You guys won't be able to see anything. Come on, street lights. You gotta turn them on, please. Oh, it's so dark. Why is it so dark? Now we're just gonna drift it now. So I'm gonna try to run a couple of rounds, or probably just one round for this. Oh my gosh, I'm horrible. Yeah, you're gonna see that you guys are gonna spin out a lot, but it just takes time and practice for you guys to perfect this. Something I found was to perfect, I guess, to basically make my skills better, or to try this, is that don't be on full throttle the whole time. You're gonna see that you're not gonna be full throttle all the time, and you're gonna see that you're gonna be like tapping a little bit at some points. And when it's when the conditions are perfect, you're gonna see that you're not gonna be even at full throttle. You probably might be like halfway throttle, and you're gonna see yourself. You're still gonna be drifting. Like you're still gonna be sliding, and you're not gonna even need full power. And your tires are just gonna be so there's gonna be like no grip or anything, but you're still gonna be able to drift. Like, it's different and it's unique, and that's what I like about it. And it sets everyone at an even playing field. If you can find like a whole group, if we can make a whole group of where people are doing this and set a lobby for it, you're gonna pretty much set everyone at an equal playing field. Because the tire what matters is the tire compound. I'm just gonna freestyle this right now. That wasn't even the track because I knew it was gonna spin out. But you're gonna set everyone at an equal playing field because of their tire compound. And when you do this, horsepower won't really matter. You could have like horsepower that varies between cars, but the important factor is your tire compound and the amount of grip it has on the concrete or whatever you're drifting on. That's the important factor, because it's gonna set everyone at that same equal, like it's gonna set everyone equally, pretty much. Especially if they're running the same tire width and they're all running stock tire compound, you're gonna pretty much set everyone at equally. And you're gonna see everyone drifting pretty much around the same speed, even if they're like at 100 horsepower, 200 horsepower above you or more than you. They're not gonna exceed the amount of speed that your tires can take, because the tires have a limit once they're set at 100%. So I hope you guys try this. I think this is really fun, and I think this is new. Like no one else has tried this. I seen a video of some guy doing simulation, like sim damage, and he has all tires are worn out, but it's not. He's just like spinning out the whole time, and he's doing like a straightaway, and he's just spinning out the whole time. But there's no one else that uses this pretty much for drifting that I've seen. If there are people, then they haven't shared it. But I hope you guys use this. It's been really fun. I really do hope you guys use this. Alright, see you guys later.